to do. I just need to record for Sue and Di. So morning, Sue and Di. And we're going to start in a seated position. So if you can have a block and a strap handy today. And Jill, we've lost your picture. Oh, there we are. Let's come back. And Peter's just joining. Brilliant. Can't see you yet, Pete, but I can see that you've connected. So come down to a comfortable seat. Hi, Pete. Oh, you're on mute, so I can't hear you at the moment. But nice to see you back. Hope you're feeling better. Good. So come to a comfortable seated position. So whatever that means for you, whether your legs are crossed or your legs are out in front of you, that's fine, or even tucked underneath, or sit just perched on your block. And find a nice length in your spine. So really feel, first of all, that you're sending your hip bones down towards the floor. So just feel really grounded here and just let go of your thighs. Let your knees just drop out to the side or along the floor, whichever position you've chosen. And just take some breaths, just some normal breaths, just to let everything settle. And as you're breathing in, just feel that you're sending that breath all the way down to your sit bones. And as you breathe out and the breath returns out through your nose, just see if you can visualize that spine lengthening. So you can just gently close your eyes here. Make sure your chin is parallel to the floor. Make sure your shoulders are down and relaxed. We're just going to have a few moments of grounding. Breathing in through the nose, out through the nose. So we've got quite an energetic practice this morning. We're going to be doing some sun salutations, Surya Namaskar, version A and version B. So they're really nice practices to get us moving, especially in the mornings. And the focus this week is about leg strengthening. So you'll find some additional leg work in there as well. So keep that breath going. And the next time you do an inhalation, really increase the volume that you're bringing in. So take a really deep breath in and see if you can introduce your Ujjayi breath. So that's where we close off just a small portion at the back of the throat. And then as you breathe out, bring out that Ujjayi breath at the same time. So strong breathing practice. So Ujjayi breath is a very audible breath. You're channeling Darth Vader as you do this. And when you bring in that extra little bit of tension into the breath, try not to bring tension into the body. So don't tense up your shoulders. Try and find some release there. But keep that energizing Ujjayi breath going. And we're going to hold a mudra. So I'll explain it to you so you can keep your eyes closed. This mudra is called Surya Mudra, Sun Seal. So it goes very nicely with our practice of sun salutations. So just let your hands rest on your thighs with the palms facing up. And then draw your ring finger in towards the root of the thumb, so the base of the thumb. And then allow the thumb to rest along the length of that ring finger. So it's just gently pressing down on that ring finger and keeping the fingers connected. And then the other fingers, you just leave them extended. So just continue to rest your hands on your thighs, palms facing up, ring finger tucked in towards your thumb. Keep your Ujjayi breath going, breathing in deeply towards your sit bones. Exhaling all the way out to the top of the head. So Ujjayi breath is a very stimulating, energizing breath. It's used to keep us a little bit more focused and to generate some energy in our body. It ties in with this mudra. So as we link in our thumb and our ring finger together, we're linking the two elements of fire and earth. So it says that the fire element decreases any negative aspects of the earth element. So the earth element can sometimes bring with it feelings of inertia, a little bit sluggish. So the fire element, stirring it up, getting us ready for our practice. And some of the other things that it describes with this mudra is that it stimulates the body to burn fat. And it says it reduces cholesterol, and it's a good cleansing practice. So I'm not sure about this one, but it does say it can help you to lose weight. I guess it's the principle, excuse me, based on generating heat in the body. Keep that breath going. Be really aware of your breath. Inhaling. Exhaling. Do 3 more really strong Ujjayi breaths. And then once you've done your third, just allow your breath to return to normal. Just hold your mudra for a few more rounds of your breath. And now letting go of the mudra, just allow your hands to rest on your lap. So taking a breath in. As you exhale, let your chin drop towards your chest. Just feel that lengthening through the back of the neck. Inhale and lift your chin. And then move yourself into an all-fours position. And take your knees wide, toes together. And sit your hips back into child's, releasing your hands out along the mat. Release your forehead to the mat. Just take a moment in child's. So child's gives us the opportunity to reach out from our fingertips to our shoulders, lengthening our spine, sending our hips down towards the mat. So starting to create some hip opening. And also our thighs and our knees start to wake up in this position. So as well as it being a resting pose, it does quite a lot of work for our body. Balasana, child's pose. On your next inhalation, bring yourself up to all fours. So realign your knees under your hips, hands underneath your shoulders, creating a flat back. Your gaze is to the mat. Taking a breath in here. Sending your head towards the mat, tipping your pelvis under, rounding your spine. You're in cat pose. Inhale. Exhale, tilt your pelvis away. So start that movement from the pelvis as you ripple up through the spine, lifting your chin and your chest. You're in cow pose. Inhale. Exhale. So always start this movement from your pelvis. And have this feeling as we come into cat that you're pressing the mat away from you. Tummy muscles are engaged. Inhale. Exhale to move. So tilting that pelvis, rippling up through the spine. Send your chest and your chin forward. One more round. Inhale. Exhale to cat. Really opening through the shoulders. Inhale. Exhale to cow. Inhale, come back to all fours. And exhale and just release your feet from under you. We're going to come down to lie on the mat. And do some stretches. So lying out on the mat. Take a deep breath in and reach your arms up and overhead and point from your fingers to your toes. So reaching all along the length of your mat. And as you exhale, just release and allow your arms to rest, allow your feet to relax. And then inhale, reaching away once more. Exhale and release. On your next inhalation, reach your right hand and your left leg away. So you can keep your hands up and over your head, but you're just reaching length through the right fingertips and the left toes. Exhaling and releasing. And then inhale, reach away with the left hand and the right toes. So you're creating like a diagonal stretch across the body. And this is a really good stretch to do when you're in bed in the morning before you've even got out of bed. Just wakes you up. It eases into your back before you get out of bed. So once more on each side. And now take your hands up to the ceiling with the palms facing. Bend your knees and take the soles of your feet up to the ceiling. So we're reaching away with the fingertips and the soles of the feet. Feel that you're lifting up through your shoulders. Inhale. As you exhale, send your right leg away and your left arm away. So your right hand and your left leg stay exactly where they are. Inhale, bring the arm and the leg back up. Exhale, left leg, right hand. So it's like a scissor movement. Do this with your breath. So when we're doing something that introduces a little bit more energy, Ujjayi breath is a really good breath to do. So you can bring your Ujjayi breath in here. So make them strong moves. Well done. So once you've done one more round on each side, so right arm, left leg, left arm, right leg. Send your arms and your legs back up to the ceiling. Just hold this position. Feel how your lower back just melts down into the mat. Engage your tummy muscles, reaching away through the heels and through the toes. And then exhale and release your feet to the mat. Your knees are bent, your hands go out to the side, palms facing down. So we're going to do some cycling now. That's why I got my helmet out earlier. So you didn't see that, Pete. So inhale and bring your right knee up over your chest. And then just start to alternate the knees so that the right knee comes over the chest, the left leg goes away. Just do that cycling action, pointing away with the other foot, the toes on the other foot. So inhaling, bringing the knee in, exhaling, sending away. Use your Ujjayi breath. Notice what's happening with your lower back as well. So as you send your legs away, if your back is arching, then don't send them quite as far away. So I don't want you to create any tension in your lower back. We want to keep the lower back resting on the mat. So keep this cycling action going. Okay, so bring both of the knees up and over your chest. Leave your arms where they are for the moment. Inhale, send your feet up to the ceiling. Now, as you exhale, drop the legs out to the side. So you're opening the legs. Now you can take your hands and just rest them on your inner thighs. So just adding a little bit of weight to that leg opening. So keep breathing here. Notice that the whole of the back of your spine should be resting on the mat now. So you can stay in this position, or if you feel that you can slide your hands up towards your inner shins, then you can just sort of round towards your calves, just bring your legs a little bit closer to you, slide your hands up the legs. And if you can reach, inhale, exhale, grab hold of the big toes. Just let your legs drop to the side. So use the weight of the legs to open and drop out to the side. And then inhale, release the legs, bring them back together and hug them in tight over your chest. Have a little roll side to side, massage through the back. And then start to lift your chin and your chest towards your knees. And take your hands behind your thighs and gently roll along the mat until you bring yourself up to seated. So is everybody okay? Good. So come around now to all fours. So find your all fours position. Nice flat back, fingers are spread wide, knees under your hips. Taking a breath in, exhaling the toes into the mat, and just lift your knees a little bit and drop your head through your arms. So you're really reaching away with those hands. Take a breath here. Exhale and place the heels on the mat. So we're coming up into downward facing dog. So keep breathing. Remember your Ujjayi breath. Get that energizing breath. As you exhale, take your knees back to the mat. Release your feet. You're back in all fours. Inhale, toes into the mat. We're going to repeat that. Lift your knees just a couple of inches. Drop the head through the arms. Exhale, lift those hips. Inhale. Exhale, knees to the mat. Release your feet. Once more, inhale, toes into the mat. Exhale, just lift the knees. Sit the weight back towards the toes and then lift the hips. Inhale. Exhale, knees to the mat. Back into all fours. Last time. Inhale, toes into the mat. Drop the head through the arms, lift the hips last. Downward facing dog. Have a little walk through the feet. Just easing into downward facing dog. And then walk your hands, one handprint at a time, back towards your feet. And just hang there in Uttanasana, forward fold. Have a slight bend in your knees. Drop the top of the head towards the mat. Uttanasana. Inhale as you slide your fingertips up to your shins. Create a flat back. Ardha Uttanasana, half forward fold. Exhale, slide your hands back to the mat. Uttanasana. Inhale as you bend your knees, send your hands out wide and bring yourself slowly, slowly back up to Tadasana, mountain pose. Just take a breath here. So we're going to do some sun salutations now. So we come to the top of the mat. So stand in Tadasana at the top of the mat. Ground your feet. Your palms are to the heart center. Samastiti, they call this position in Ashtanga. Hands to the heart center, shoulders down and relax. Now use your Ujjayi breath as we go through this salutation. Taking a breath in. Inhale, reach your hands out wide, up and overhead. Take your gaze to your palms. As you exhale, diving down through the midline, come down to the mat to Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, bring your hands up to your shins, half forward fold. Exhale, back to Uttanasana. So bend your knees enough that you can plant your hands in front of you, drop the top of your head. So we've got two options here. You can walk your feet out, or you can jump your feet out into a plank position. So just place your knees down for a minute, and I'm just going to explain chaturanga. So when we do chaturanga, we're going to do quite a few of them throughout these sequences. So when I say to you chaturanga, you can either, from the plank position, just bend your elbows, bringing yourself close to the mat, and then release your tummy, release your feet, and then we'll be coming up to up dog or cobra. So that's obviously the harder one, as you just bend your elbows, or you take your knees to the mat, cross your feet at the ankles, bend the elbows, and slide the chin, the chest through as you release the legs. So the two options there, okay? So let's go back to our all fours, and then up into plank. So chaturanga, your choice. Down to the mat, sliding through, up dog or cobra, whichever feels best for your back. Just start in a low cobra if there's any tension at all in your spine. Inhale, exhale, toes into the mat, back into downward facing dog. Inhale, exhale, either walk your feet back to your hands or jump your feet to your hands. Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, slide your hands up to your shins, half forward fold. Exhale, slide your hands back to Uttanasana. Inhale, taking your hands out wide, reaching up and overhead. Palms come together. Exhale to the heart center. So that's Surya Namaskar A, Sun Salutation A. Ready to go again? So standing at the top of your mat, hands to the heart center. Inhale, reach your hands out wide, up and overhead. Exhale through the midline, bend your knees all the way down to Uttanasana. Inhale, slide your hands to your shins, create that flat back, your gaze is to the mat. Exhale, sliding down to Uttanasana. Plant your hands on the mat, bend your knees, inhale, exhale, back into plank. Inhale, chaturanga down, exhale. Inhale, bring your chest through, low cobra or up dog. Inhale. Exhale, rolling over the toes up to downward facing dog. Dropping the head through the arms. Inhale. Exhale, bend your knees, jump forward or walk forward to Uttanasana. Inhale, slide your hands up to your shins. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, hands out wide, slowly bringing yourself up. Hands to the heart center. Exhale. Sun Salutation A. Do one more. Inhale, reaching out wide, reaching up to the ceiling. Exhale, down through the midline. Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale to half forward fold. Exhale, forward fold. Uttanasana. Plant your hands. Inhale, exhale, back into plank. Inhale, exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, toes into the mat, lift your hips, downward facing dog. Inhale, exhale, bend your knees and step or walk back to the mat. You're in Uttanasana. Inhale, slide your hands up to your shins. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, take your hands out wide, reaching up and overhead, hands to the heart center. Standing in Tadasana, just being aware of all that energy flowing around the body. Relax your shoulders down, soften the knees. Just feel how alive your body feels after a few rounds of sun salutation. Keep your breath going, Ujjayi breath. Well done. Release your hands alongside your body. So, making sure you're at the top of your mat. We're going to move into sun salutation B now, Surya Namaskar B. So inhale as you sweep your hands up and overhead. Exhale, sit back into your imaginary chair. So reaching those arms up alongside the ears. Inhale. Exhale, folding forward into Uttanasana. Let your head drop towards the mat. Inhale, half forward fold. Exhale, Uttanasana. So plant your hands, bend your knees. Inhale, exhale, feet behind you into plank with chaturanga down. Inhale, exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, toes into the mat, lift your hips, downward facing dog. So just take a breath here. Ujjayi breath. On your next inhalation, shifting your weight forward and rounding through the back as you lift your right knee up to your chest. Exhale and step it forward. So drop your left heel down into the mat. We're coming up into warrior one. So make sure that your right ankle is under your right knee and feel that the whole of the left foot is connecting into the mat. Inhale and sweep your hands forward, lifting up into warrior one. So palms are facing each other, gaze is forward. Keep that Ujjayi breath going. And as you exhale, see if you can sink any deeper into the center of this warrior one, Virabhadrasana one. Inhale, Exhale, sweep your hands back to the mat. Release your feet back into plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a breath here. Inhale and shift your weight forward, lifting your left knee up to your chest, round the spine, come up onto your right toes. Makes more space to take your foot forward. And then drop your right heel into the mat, warrior one position. Inhale and sweep your hands up to warrior one. Gaze is forward, pelvis is facing forward. Ujjayi breath. This is a strong position with strong warriors this morning. Exhale, see if you can sink any deeper. Inhale. Exhale, sweep your hands back to the mat. Release your leg. Take a breath. Exhale, chaturanga down. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a breath here. Inhale, bend your knees and either step, walk or jump back to the front of your mat. Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, slide your hands back to your shins. Exhale, back into Uttanasana. Inhale, sitting back onto your hips and your heels, sweeping your hands forward. Utkatasana, chair pose. Inhale. Exhale, hands to the heart center. You're back where we started. Tadasana. Whew, makes you warm, doesn't it? So hope everybody is okay. A nice round of Surya Namaskar B. So we've got to do it at least once more. So come back to the top of your mats, standing up straight and tall, shoulders down and relaxed. Taking a breath in. I'm just going to change this so I can see you a little bit more as we do the second round. So standing up straight and tall. Inhale. Sweep your hands forward. Exhale, sitting back into your chair pose. Utkatasana. Inhale. Exhale, sweep your hands to the mat, straightening your legs, dropping your head. Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, slide your hands up to your shins, create your flat back. Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, back to Uttanasana, forward fold. Plant your hands, bend your knees, and step or jump back to downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale, chaturanga down. Inhale, sliding through, up dog or cobra. Exhale, toes into the mat, lift your hips, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your right knee up towards your chest, round your back, step your foot through, drop your left foot, into warrior one position. Inhale as you sweep your hands forward, warrior one. Reaching up. Exhale, you sink any deeper. So find that straight spine, that length through the crown of the head, through the neck, through the spine, sinking straight down through the center of the body. Inhale, exhale, hands back to the mat, releasing your feet through plank into chaturanga, exhaling down. Inhale to up dog or cobra. Exhale, toes into the mat, downward facing dog. Take a breath here. Feel that energy, that Ujjayi breath. Inhale, shifting the weight forward, coming up onto your right toes as your left knee comes up to your chest. Step it through. Drop your right heel to the mat. Inhale, sweeping up, warrior one on the left-hand side. Reaching up. Find that length. Gaze is forward. Inhale. Exhale, hands to the mat. Release that leg. Chaturanga down. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, toes into the mat. Downward facing dog. Take a breath here. Enjoy your downward facing dog. On your next inhalation, bend your knees and step, walk or jump back to the front of the mat. Uttanasana, forward fold. Just let your head drop towards the mat. Inhale, slide your hands up to your shins, half forward fold. Find that length through the spine. Inhale, exhale back to Uttanasana. Inhale, sitting your hips back towards your heels, sweep your hands forward, Utkatasana, chair pose. Inhale, exhale, Samastiti, hands to the heart center. Back into Dasana. Just let everything settle. Well done. Keep breathing. Take a few nice deep breaths here. Just feeling that energy. Releasing through the shoulders, the backs of the knees. And then let your hands just rest alongside your body. Well done. So we're going to do a little balance now. So if you've got a strap handy, just have that. You might be able to do it without one. But we're going to try it with to start with, because I want you to feel the difference when you do it with a strap. So just holding your strap for the moment, standing up straight and tall, really plant your feet into the mat. Shoulders down and relaxed. So as you breathe in, just feel the connection with your left foot and the mat. And then inhale, bring your right knee up towards you. So you can hug this knee in towards your chest as you place the strap around your foot. So keep breathing. Oh, find your drishti point. Exhale and send the foot out in front of you. So holding your strap, really feel that you're creating the right angle with your body. You're sending the top of the head up to the ceiling. Find that length. So as you do it with the strap, you're really encouraging that opening and you're not allowing yourself to slump forward into it. So the strap really helps. You can be by a wall or piece of furniture as well to help you with your balance. Inhale, exhale, bend the knee, place the foot back down. So try it now without the strap. See the difference. Inhale, bring your knee up towards your chest. Find your drishti or stand by the wall. I can't balance this morning. And then as you exhale, see if you can grab hold of your toe and send the foot out in front of you. So feel what happens when you do that. You tend to sit back a little bit into your hips because you're trying to keep this extension. So you see the difference and the benefit that the strap does for us. Exhale and release. So try once more on this side. So get your strap again. Inhale, bend your knee, wrap the strap around the bottom. Exhale, send it away. So really work that alignment. So take your left hand to your hip, or you can take it out as a balancing arm, whichever feels good for you. I'll come and face you. So whichever one is good. And then start to open the leg out to the side. And if your balance is good, maybe you can look over your left shoulder. Inhale, bend the knee, bring it back to center. Exhale and release. And just have a little walk through the feet. Release the hips. Well done. It's tough, isn't it? Good strengtheners for the legs. So finding your strength again, finding your Tadasana. As you exhale, send your weight into that right foot, lifting the left. So we're going to try it with the strap first of all. So hugging the knee in tight as you place the strap, and then exhaling the foot out in front of you. Really focus on making that L shape. Send the top of the head up to the ceiling. Engage your tummy muscles. Keep breathing. Find your drishti, Pete. Inhale. Exhale, release. So Pete, bend your knee first, bring it towards your chest before you try to extend it. So don't try and go straight into it. So take your foot down to the floor, and we're going to do it without the strap this time. Noticing the difference. So standing up straight and tall, shoulders down and relaxed. Send your weight into your right foot. Inhale and bring your left foot up towards your chest. Focus on that drishti. Get your balance before we do anything. Where are you holding tension? That can cause you to go out of balance. If you create tension in your shoulders, release. Just feel the weight drop into the right foot. And then holding your left toes, exhale and send the foot out in front of you, trying to keep that spine straight. Keep looking at your drishti point, or have your hand on something, just balance on something. Exhale, release. So once more with the strap. So inhale as you bring your knee up towards your chest. Find your drishti, find that strength in the right foot. Exhale, sending the leg out in front of you. Let's see if we can do the opening out to the side. So right hand to the hip or out as your balancing arm. Inhale, exhale, opening out to the side. Take your gaze over your right shoulder. Keep breathing. Exhale to release. Come back to Tadasana. Just have a little wiggle. Release those hips. Whew. So we've got one more little balance to try before we come down to the mat. So standing up straight and tall. Just find some release in your shoulders, find some softness in the upper body. And then as you exhale, start to bend your knees and send your weight into your left foot as you lift your right foot and cross it over the left thigh. Inhale, reach your hands forward, find your drishti. Exhale, can you sit back any deeper? Inhale, release. Well done, everyone. That's good balancing. So standing up straight and tall. Find that softness in the upper body. We don't want any tension there. Find the connection with the mat. Inhale. Exhale, sinking into those knees. Lifting the left leg, crossing it over the right thigh. Inhale. Exhale, sitting down. It's like chair pose, but it's a wonky chair on one leg. Well done. Keep focusing. Exhale and release. Have a little wiggle. Whew. Well done, everybody. So let's come down to the mat and just finish for a moment in our relaxation, but just one last pose. So if you come down to Dandasana, take your hands behind you with your fingers pointing away, and inhale and lift your hips, balancing on your heels, reverse plank. Just releasing all the way through the front of the body. And then exhale back down to the mat. Reach your hands up and overhead. Exhale and just lower your spine, one vertebra at a time, out along the mat. So we're just have a few moments of Shavasana before we finish. So if you want your layers or your blankets, just grab them now. Just lying in Shavasana, feet slightly wider than hip distance apart, hands in a V shape alongside the body, palms facing up. Eyes closed and just observing how your body feels. Just thinking about your practice. Thinking about all that energy is flowing through your body. Thinking how much better you feel, hopefully, from when you first got out of bed. So just letting go, just allow your body to sink into the mat. Checking in with your shoulders, with your hips, with your lower back. Taking some deep breaths here. In and out. Use your exhalation to let go of all the tension from your face, from your jaw, your shoulders, all the way down to your fingertips, down your legs to your feet. On your next inhalation, lift your hands up and overhead, pointing from your fingers to your toes to a full body stretch. And as you exhale, just allow your hands to rest on the mat behind you. And inhale, bend your knees, placing your feet flat on the floor. Exhale as you roll over onto your right hand side. When you're ready, bring yourself up to seated. Everyone okay? Good. So we'll finish with our 3 breaths together. So sitting up straight and tall, fingertips to the mat, to the side. Inhale as you reach up and overhead. Take your gaze to your palms. Exhale to the heart center. Inhale, out and wide. Reaching up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Namaste. Have a lovely day, everybody. Hope that set you up. Energized, ready to go.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that was great. Thank you, Suzanne.
Yeah. Nice to see you all.
How are you?
Day.
Thank you
And
so
you.
much, lovely. Nice to be back.
Thank you.
Yeah, good. Nice to see you. Are you
Bye, everyone.
fully recovered, Pete?
Yes, I'm fine now. But,
Oh, good.
nasty cold, and it just lasted ages. I just couldn't get rid of it.
No, everyone's saying that. The
Yeah.
cold seems so much worse.
It is, yes, it was.
They're calling it super cold, aren't they?
Mm.
Yeah. Do you take
Then
vitamin D?
I had it and then Hurry had it.
Oh dear.
But I think we're both over it now.
Yeah. Oh, good. So, do you take vitamin D?
I have started doing so.
Yeah, good. I take it. Well, I've taken it every day since the start of the pandemic because it really does help to boost your immune system and helps you to fight off things like that. So it's a good idea to keep it going.
Yes.
Yeah.
What are they calling it, did you say?
The super cold.
Super cold, yeah. It's worse. Sometimes people are having it as worse than virus.
Yeah, I know. Really bad.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Anyway,
Ready for
thank you.
anything
Yes, thank you
Yeah.
very much, Suze. Lovely. Have a good day, everyone.
Yeah, you
Bye.
too. See you
Bye.
Thursday.
See you Thursday. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. See you. Bye.